What's up guys, Random Razor here with another tech video for you guys today, and today we're going to take a look at the Urban Armor Gear plasma case for the 2016, 13, and 15-inch MacBook Pros. So of course, without further ado, let's slice this open, slap it on the MacBook, and give you guys my quick in-depth review. New for this year, Urban Armor Gear has introduced this style of case into the MacBook line, available for the 12-inch, 13-inch, and 15-inch MacBook Pro. But anyways, let's pop this open. As you guys can see, it comes in your traditional Urban Armor Gear plastic packaging. Case just easily slides out like so. And pretty much the first and only thing that we get is the case here. Of course, it's made of two pieces, as well as a big instruction sheet here on how to install the case. So here's a closer look at the case here before we install it onto the MacBook. And as you guys can see, it's like a traditional case made of a top shell and a bottom shell. The bottom shell appears to be mainly the plastic shell, whereas all the protective properties seems to be concentrated on the top piece. But anyways, it's a simple snap-on style case, so we're going to slap this onto the MacBook, and through the magic of YouTube, this is what the MacBook case looks like. Installing the case is pretty easy, just follow the instructions here. My only concern with this is how well this would come off, or how easily it would come off, I mean. So we're about to find that later in this video. But anyways, just like the iPhone cases, which I do have right here, it's pretty similar in terms of that military grade, industrial look, whatever you want to call it, iPhone case that has now been brought for the MacBook. For the 15-inch models, it's only available in one color, which is basically clear / translucent or frosted. You can see the Apple logo and everything on the front here. And on the back side here, it has more of a matte / frosted look to it, so it should resist scratches better for the underside. Anyways, taking a quick overview of this case and what it has to offer. On the top here, this is pretty much where all your impact resistant properties of the case are, with the large rubber guards on each of the corners. And then of course you have that Urban Armor Gear traditional design that is similar to what they have on their iPhone cases. You have the Urban Armor Gear logo on the top here, and half the case is clear, so you do get to see the color as well as the Apple logo. On the side of the case here, we do have access to your Thunderbolt 3 ports. On the bottom of the case here, as you guys can see, it's all cut out with vents here, which personally I think is a little bit unnecessary, just because the MacBook cools itself via the intake ports on the sides and the vents on the back of the hinge, where dissipating heat through the body isn't the way the MacBook cools. But it's there if you need it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the vents, particularly because it could actually damage your MacBook, where having all these cutouts here could let dust and debris in between the case and your MacBook, which could potentially nick it. And that's just not from experience, but also from what other users have reported with cases that have cutouts on the bottom. Here's a quick look at the other side here. The hinge is all exposed for obvious reasons, so we can still flip open the MacBook. There are 4 built-in rubber feet on the MacBook, and they have this really cool kind of screw design similar to what you see on their iPhone cases here. So it's kind of cool how they replicated that on the MacBook. To open the case, the two sides here do kind of lock into place, so you just have to slide them out like so, and then it just opens up. Here's a quick look at what it looks like with the MacBook open with the case on, and it's most obvious on the top part here, where you can see the additional protection that is on the top piece. Not the prettiest looking part of the case, but it does give you additional protection. And here's what the case looks like when your MacBook is open, so this would kind of give you an idea of what people would see when you have your MacBook open. And on the back side here, you can see the rubber piece that attaches the bottom and top part of the case. So overall guys, my initial impressions on this case is kind of mixed. Out of all the MacBook cases out there, this certainly has to be the most protective one, and I like how Urban Armor Gear implemented their case design on their iPhones into a MacBook style case. That being said, it is a bit of a bulky looking case, particularly with the added protection around the corners. In terms of drop protection, would this case protect your MacBook from a drop? It may or may not, but it will certainly increase the survivability of a drop in case that ever happens. In the end though, it's not a case I would rock all the time, but for those of you who are a fan of this design and you want additional protection for your brand new computer, then it's a case that wouldn't disappoint. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about this case, the only thing I could really say is, aside from the design, which is personal preference, it is a bit of a, to put it bluntly, a bitch of a case to take off, because the clips are a little bit difficult to pop off. In conclusion guys, for those who are looking for the ultimate protective case for your MacBook Pro, you definitely can't go wrong with the Urban Armor Gear plasma case. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and that's my quick review of the Urban Armor Gear plasma case. If you have any questions or comments about this case, ask them in the comment section there down below. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next video.